there was a lot of pressure on you on this one because all your teammates, they're all vying for that title, aren't they?
Yes, and I think after the closed circuit champs, whereby Emily had an absolute blinder, I was aware that I had to come into this with, a little bit more of a 10 focus. I suppose this year, it's not been a year that I've kind of thought I was going to race first off, and then I came in and it's all been about the sort of the 50s and the 100s, and then it's kind of getting fast has been a bit more of a challenge, I think. But we've worked really hard, my coach and I, Matt Bottrell, over the past 3 weeks to really kind of get the high intensity work up. So lots of sort of under-overs, lots of 30 on, 30 offs, lots of sort of, really, really hard stuff that's designed to sort of bring back that top end speed. And spent some time together as well, so made some changes to my bike. We've shortened my poles, we've changed the chain, which was absolutely filthy. So Matt was embarrassed to see the condition of my chain, and just kind of refined things. So really pleased with it all coming together.
And to go on to 20 minutes, pleased with that? Because I don't see that very often. In fact, I can't remember the last time I saw a female rider go on.
I think seeing the men's times yesterday, I was aware that it wasn't going to be super quick. They had a lot more wind than we did, granted, but I kind of looked at it and I thought, it wouldn't be as fast as it was. So I was really pleased with my time. I didn't know whilst out there if I'd done enough. I think it's really hard with a 10 to feel like you've given absolutely everything. I certainly finished with everything I had, but yeah, I guess I didn't know. I was riding blind, I guess, to sort of know where I was at, but it all came together.
And because I think there was a rider, I don't think Vicky started, so there was 4 minutes between you and Emily.
It's the longest wait ever. Yeah. You're sort of you're just chomping at the bit to go, and they're sort of giving you the sort of 3 minutes, the 2 minutes, the 1 minute. It meant that, I never saw a rider, obviously. I wasn't ever going to catch Emily in a million years. It was quite a lonely race, but it enabled me just to kind of focus on...
It's nice to be able to see them, though, even if you can't catch them.
Yeah.
In 4 minutes, I was waiting ages for you to come along.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it gives you something to think about, I suppose. But I'm pretty good with the mind games. I play with numbers in my head, do countdowns, focus on things that motivate me. So I'm quite good with visualisation. So I kept myself occupied, even if I didn't have anyone to target.
And pacing yourself. I know John Archibald yesterday said he didn't go to plan his pacing because of the headwind on the way out. How did that go for you?
So I was expecting more of a headwind on the way out, and I did go out hard. It was quite hard on the return legs. I don't think it was much of a let-off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I probably could have paced it probably that little bit harder on the way out, but I couldn't have done anything differently, to be honest with you. Yeah.
And what have we got coming? Is that your last one of the year, or?
Got a few races across September, so I'm doing some 10s, 25s, and then a 50 at the end of September to round the season off, just to see if I can improve my BBAR result, because the focus has been on fast courses this year. Yeah. So I've got to sort of improve a few of my results. So that's going to be a focus, but not travelling too much.
I thought this course was going to be faster than it was.
Yeah, it would be nice.
What are your fastest courses that you've done?
Fastest courses, I'm in the F1110, but the road surface is not great, I don't think. It seems to have got quite a bit worse over the past couple of years. Yeah. Hull was quick, but I only ever got to do that once, and I didn't have a particularly good outing. So F1110, I'd probably say, is the fastest, personally, that I've tried. I'm going to try the E210 next week, so we'll see how that one goes, but I hear it's more weather dependent.
I was going to say, the weather's got to play its part as well.
This is it. But I'd like to give that one a go. It's good to mix it up and try some different courses for variety's sake. And then 25s. I do like the F2A 10 25 that goes on this course, Camborne. But I think they're closing it for the next 2-3 years because of roadworks. So there's a slight adjustment to that. It'll be a slight iteration, but I'm giving that one a go mid-September as well.
And without trying to be controversial or anything, but these courses, a lot of traffic. Does that cause you problems? I must admit, I saw a 13-year-old, I think he was 13, go out there thinking, ooh, that looks scary.
To be honest with you, it always looks worse when you're roadside, but when you're actually on the bike and in your zone and in your track, I don't think you notice it as much. This course feels safe, if I'm honest with you. It's so wide, it's so straight. You've got really, really good visibility. If I'm honest with you,
giving everyone a wide berth.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep in a good position. I think motorists seem to, on the whole, be really respectful. The courses that I struggle with are the ones like we have for the National 25, which are windy, technical. You're going at pace around a corner, maybe not being so familiar with the course, potholes. Blind corners. This is what I think the problem is. I felt safer today than I did on the 25 as a direct comparison. So personally, I don't mind dual carriageway courses.
Well, just so you know, I rode that road, the 428, from Bedford to Southend, so I know the road.
Oh, really?
That was going back 25 years, but, you know.
How was it then? A different kettle of fish, I'm assuming?
I think it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. Are we going to see you back chasing titles next year?
Yeah, I turned 40 in October, so I'm going to be a veteran racer next year. So I think there's some good targets to be had there as well to sort of sit alongside my other kind of goals for the season.
Is it a big commitment finally to be at your level?
To be honest
you're
with
one
you,
of the few females I know who've won events overall. You've beaten all the men too.
it is a commitment, but it's. To be honest with you, it's not a time commitment. I mean,
How many kids have you got?
I've got two children. Finley, who's 8, and Kira, who's 6. But the time commitment isn't great. I mean, Matt sets me sessions which are designed to be compressed. So we work on the premise of 6 to 9 hours a week training, which is really reasonable to get in alongside work. You know, I can fit it in. I'm self-employed, so I can move my work around to accommodate my sessions. And to be honest with you, it makes me a more focused parent. It makes me a happier parent. It's my respite. It's my thing that I've got. So I'm actually a better person with cycling in my life than I am without it in my life. And I think I found it quite late. So I kind of feel like I want to really get what I can do out of my system whilst I still can.
I was going to say, as I said to John yesterday, one of the things, my view on life is, while you've got talent, the best thing is to take advantage of it and use it before you get old like I am.
100%, and even now I'm noticing it. I mean, I said I turned 40 this year. You know, the 10 is harder. I think it's harder to get that top end. It's harder to bounce back between sessions. It brings about different challenges, but I think it's a really motivating sport. It's a real one about personal sort of. What you put in is what you get out. It's not like road racing whereby tactics kind of come to play and you can be the best rider but still get caught in the bunch. I really like it for that. I really find it really motivating, and as I say, it makes me a much better mummy. It makes me good at my work as well. I have to be the dedication that I put into my sport, I put into my work as well. It all kind of like works together. So I love the sport, and I hope I've got a few more seasons in me.
Well done. Safe journey home.
Thank you.